Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Management E-Learning. Today in this video session, we will try to learn about the meaning, importance and limitations of macroeconomics. Macro means large or aggregate. Macroeconomics is thus a branch of economics which deals with the aggregate behavior of the economy as a whole. Macroeconomics is essentially an aggregate economics. It makes a study of the economic system in a general. Macroeconomics perceives the overall dimensions of economic affairs of a country. It looks at the total size, shape and functioning of the economy as a whole rather than working of articulation or dimensions of the individual parts. Microeconomics did refer to the aggregate like market demand, market supply, industry and so on. But these are not considered in relation to the economy as a whole. On the other hand, macroeconomics concerns itself with the aggregates relating to the economy as a whole. In macroeconomics, economic phenomena are studied in their aggregate size, shape and behavior. Macroeconomics is in fact a study of very large economic wide aggregate variables like national income, total savings, total consumptions, total investment, money supply, price levels, unemployment, economic growth rate and so on. Macroeconomics has its unique importance. It explains the working of the economic system as a whole. It also examines the aggregate behavior of the macroeconomic entities like firms, households and the government. Its knowledge is indispensable for the policymakers for formulating macroeconomic policies such as a monetary policy, fiscal policy, industrial policy, exchange control, income policy and so on. It is very useful to the planner for preparing economic plans for the country's development. Macroeconomics is helpful in international comparison. For example, microeconomic data like national income, consumption, saving income, etc. are required for comparative study of different countries. It explains the economic dynamism and intricate interrelationship among macroeconomics variables such as a price level, income, output and employment. It also facilitates overall purposes of the control and prediction. Macroeconomics has certain limitations. It ignores individual behavior. It has a tendency to excessive generalization. Thus, analyzing in aggregate terms, it pays least attention to the differences involved in the elements. It is not easy to get correct and complete measures of the economic aggregates. Thus, macroeconomic analysis lack precision in actual practice. Macroeconomic predictions are not fully reliable when they are based on incomplete information or inaccurate measures. National income, price index numbers, etc. are only the rough indicators. Often, macro level policies may not produce the same results at micro levels. The manager or businessman should be aware of the changing economic policies at a national, international and global levels. In most countries, a shift in taking place from the state intervention to a free market economy. Macroeconomic policies such as a monetary policy, fiscal policy and industrial and trade policies are now oriented more to stable and sustainable economic growth and development with the human face rather than being just anti-cyclic in nature. Knowledge of macroeconomics in this respect is essential for an effective manager. Thank you and happy learning.